Having an old Civic like this one is interesting because it's slow, it doesn't handle well, it doesn't even look that good, and that's why I'm gonna attempt to fix that today. On this table I have a few car parts ready to go on the Honda Civic, you guys. If you've been following along with the channel, you know I already have a few parts on the car. For example, I have these coilovers, I have these control arms in the front, I have a rear sway bar and exhaust, and today you guys we're adding more control arms, some ceramic coating for the control arms, and a new sway bar brace. Bear with me you guys, the sun is sharp, the lighting is terrible, but we're gonna go ahead and crack these parts open, see what they look like, see what they have to offer, get them ceramic coated and get them on the car. Start off you guys saw this last year in a few videos ago, but I do have these lower control arms for the rear. Never got the old ones off because they're stuck, so we kind of just held on to these. Anyways, there's those two. Throw that away. Alright guys, now we have this guy, which is the rear subframe brace. Next up we got a couple of upper control arms. Get that out of here. These are going to be the rear upper control arms, you guys. Camber adjustment. And lastly, but not least, we have the front upper control arm. Here you have it everybody. We got two lower control arms for the rear subframe brace, upper control arms for the rear, upper control arms for the front, and some ceramic coating to get these parts, shiny parts, nice and coated so that they last for a long time. Let's go ahead and get them ceramic coated and then we can start to throwing them on the car. We will start by wiping these guys down with some IPA, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and use the Armor Shield 9. You guys have seen me use this in the past. Leave that link down below. But anyways, get this applied and then wiped off and we'll be good to go. Alright, the ceramic coating should be all done. The reason I didn't really go all out and clean it all up with IPA and do multiple coats with the ceramic coating is because these parts are going to get dirty no matter what. They're going to be underneath the car, and they're already painted anyways, and so I figure I'll just do one coat and I think we'll be good for now. So I'm going to run with that, let them sit for a little bit, get the rest of the coating off if there's anything that remains, and then let's get to putting them on the car. Alright boys and girls, the first one is out. Alright, I finally got both sides out. As you can tell, that side and this side are both out. All I had to do on this side was take the battery out. If you do have a strut bar, that will need to come out as well. I also took off this little holder that holds in the cables right here. But yeah, they're both out now. So all I've got to do now is measure them up, make sure they're all practically the same, and then we'll get in alignment eventually. But this is going to be the right side, this is the left side. I'm going to get them aligned, and after that, just throw them in, and then we'll move on to the back. Let's do it. Alright you guys, I'm currently getting these control arms in. All it is coming up top, feeding the bolt in, that's right there, as you align it with this down here. So it's going to look really good with the True Heart coilovers. I'm so hyped for this, you guys. I'm going to put them in, get them locked in, tied down to this guy, and then we'll be set to go. And then we'll work on the rear, and after that we'll get in alignment and she'll handle as good as possible. Okay everybody, it's a couple hours later. I think where I last left off is I got the control arms on. So those are on, those are buttoned down, tightened down, everything's good to go. Engine bay is ready to go. Next, I went ahead and got the Progress sway bar off, along with the Progress subframe brace. Now all we gotta do, you guys, is put the other True Heart subframe brace on, as well as these True Heart upper control arms for the rear. As for the lower control arms, I don't think I'm going to get them on today, you guys. I forgot two of the bolts are stripped, and they just do not want to come out. So I'm going to have to find some type of tool to get those bolts out, and eventually we'll get those bars on. But as for now, we'll get everything else on. We'll get the sway bar tightened up, so I'll put this on the strongest setting. I'll get this guy on, get those guys on, and we'll call it a day. Get the car washed, get the engine bay washed, and we'll be set. Alright everybody, it's been a couple of weeks since that last clip, since I got the car washed and I got the control arms on the car. Real quick, before you click off the video, don't click off just yet. So we ended up only getting the front upper control arms on, the lower control arms on the front as well. The rear, I got the rear subframe brace on with the rear sway bar, but I have yet to get the rear lower control arms and upper control arms on. I didn't get either of those on because, like I said, the bolts are seized, unfortunately. So that's pretty much it for the video. And like I said, before you click off on the video, last video from last week, if you guys didn't see it, go watch it. It's where I am doing a giveaway with my motorcycle, with my Grom. I'm working with Kemimoto. For those of you that like motorcycles and like Groms, go watch that video right now. I'll leave it linked up here, and you can get entered to win the giveaway. We still have about a week left. I think next video I will announce the winner, and I have the instructions in the video. So go watch it, get entered if you want to win some free stuff, and yeah, that's going to be it. Appreciate you for watching. Please subscribe, please like the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey!